their smoke and their run boost as they head towards the A bomb site. It looks like very timely flashbangers. Config tries to find where the CTs are. Look at the kills going the way of Complexity. They picked up P250s and no payoff for them. Rush and JKS for those P250s at additional range. No raid boss required. 5 versus 2. Shush gets the opening kill for Heroic. We'll see how much more they can get for this. Poison will entertain him by a sandwich, but not really fighting to the death there, Poison. There's little reason to give him a 1 versus 1. There are counter cues as to where Cadian is. You see him looking for something, and Rush will give him something, but not what he's looking for. Nice. Almost all the kills going away with Complexity. That's a big pistol round. Smoke drops into Connector, but that will take his angle away on the bomb, which has already been collected by BlameF. They go through the smoke, and that gives Cadian an extra shot. Down goes Config. Oh, we've got 4 versus 3 now. And the rotation is here for Heroic. The great flick from Cadian. And there's no response from Complexity whatsoever. They've gone slow enough to allow the rotation. All of this from a little information, the barrel of the gun, and it collapses after that for Complexity. Oh, they're trying to bait some grenades here, but that's going to allow Refresh to get into position. TSS with the opening kill. See Super Mario Brothers trying to avoid being headshot in the windows, but they won't all be able to do so.
Come on, 1 kill. Painful. Pain. Here he is, top mid, making a little bit of noise. Again, setting it up for the team. Rotated to the A site. Nicely done here by Refresh. Only the single kill.
That frag through the wood is really huge because it was a bit delayed, the second player making his way towards the site. Cadian buying some time for a squad, trying to delay a bomb plant. The bomb's in fact still in Palace, and Tess's on the way in CT.
Can it get out now? Do they have a smoke for CT?
Still waiting.
To keep Complexity honest, or if that's a sort of situation.
Heroic not opting for AWPs just yet. Or the transfer attempted by Tesses. Another bomb site's being lost. Bomb collected by Complexity. Makes its way around the corner towards B. They're not sure if anybody's on B or not, though. And that is allowing rotation from Heroic. BlameF is going to get a free one in the window, or maybe not. Whoa. That was all over the place. Very sloppy spray there from BlameF. And that gives Heroic a man advantage. And it just gets worse for Complexity. Cadian on short now. Now Molotov will tell a story. He's figures somebody has to be here somewhere. There is Cadian to deliver the final kill for Heroic. 3 players stay alive, always important for a CT side. AK is collected or dropped if anybody wants it. Maybe Shush will collect it, come in the back. Tessus will continue, but will he check the stairs? See BlameF is looking for something to get a false sense of security maybe, but Tessus delivers the kill.
Tessus is so good.
Very solidly. Untouched. BlameF 2 for 5 at present. And Complexity are 3 versus 5 here in round number 8, taking control of Connector. Of course, we still have Shush on the ramp. It's going to be real hard. Now it's made a triangle as we got a rotation to CT from Cadian. Only gets worse for Complexity on the A bomb site. Not going to wait around either. Cadian gets dropped in CT, but it's Poison now versus 4. It's a good round for Heroic. 2 AK-47s. The
to give him a chance to get out into jungle, start doing a little bit of damage, trying to find a target, not going to do it.
Yeah, we've got Complexity swarming over this A bomb site. It's retake territory for Heroic. Nice headshot from Cadian. And the bomb still needs to be planted. So important that BlameF has control of jungle, but the bomb is on the ramp and Tessus is about to find it. Config. Not it. Oh my god, okay, well, dude, that's one way to turn things around. That opens up the B bomb site as well. And now things get really weird. 30 seconds on the clock as he starts to look towards Connector. He's being checked for those. That's the bomb on the radar, but another important kill from Config. BlameF now moving away from the jungle position, but Cadian's been here the whole time, trying to create some space. They're lining up for him straight through the head into another one. That's kind of disgusting, and it's the round for Complexity.
Default getting punished again. They're starting to get a read on this. Cadian misses the flick. HE in. JKS finding the kill on Shush. He's going to open it up here on the A side. Stavin holding close to Connector, and he just doesn't get away. Nicely done. BlameF hunting him down.
Cadian just holding the angles. Refresh appears at the perfect time. The bomb's been dropped. JKS now 1 versus 3. Cadian is ready for these shots. He's 13 for 3 on Mirage. Home turf for him on the CT side.
Right now, as far as you're concerned, if you're Heroic, you keep your distance and you use the rifle advantage. Complexity looking like they want to get through Connector again. This time around, Cadian hit that shot, goes back to the well. And not quite going to find that follow-up. This is all about Stoughton, and again, getting a bit close there. Too many pistols, and Blame finding a kill. All on him now, though, with that M4. What is he going to be able to do? The stand-up. Not meant to be. Cadian, another kill, a triple kill for him this round, 16-3.
But they're just not finding it where they're looking for it. Oh, Poison, what are you doing there? That is a strange kill. Storm stuck in a smoke. Config has traded places. Not sure if he got the sound cue, but with JKS, he could really do something here. But Cadian's got a different plan in mind. Storm almost getting a 180, but Config still looking sharp. Bomb needs to be collected. Space created with the smoke, trying to take Cadian's angles away, but he may still have something, a little something. 3-2 for Heroic. Config alone on the A bomb site. Found an angle on Cadian. You can see Refresh here to trade. Cadian maybe outstaying his welcome on that one. An exchange of HEs and
Complexity players, there should be a winnable situation for him at this point.
both focused on Config. There's the 1-for-1. Refresh trying to figure out where the last man is. Config is gone. It's just down to Blameth now. CASA checks all the way inside connector, heads towards the bomb, looking for a peek now. Oh, there it is! And he gets the full spray, and he has the kit. That looks very unlikely, but Refresh is pretty sharp as well. And it's 8 rounds for Heroic. Does he turn the corner in time? I think he does. 1 minute on the clock as Blameth comes from no man's land. Spots the edge of a CT, and he will get the kill. Last 2 players on the B bomb site. Heroic have lost a lot of money in this round. This is not an ideal situation for them. Config, I think he's found Tessus as well. I imagine the hunt will proceed. Not a lot of money for Complexity, but they want to make things better for themselves. Perhaps they think twice now.
They don't have much money to work with. Finally, Complexity going at the very end of this half have succeeded in getting Heroic to have to go for this, though, or at least have a very limited buy. So we'll see what Heroic have in store for us here. No AWP, at least that much can be guaranteed. Cadian could go back to the scout, though. Tessus could drop him one, or is the AUG that's dropped?
Held on to B, at least. Wasn't a full push coming through. But I don't know if they can hold on to this round. Config deleting Storm. Config's been looking pretty damn sharp with this AK-47. We'll see if he can continue it with the M4A4s.
And to shut Heroic out of the 15th round. Poison's got the angle. Smoke gonna go down. Not gonna block him off. Oh, caught sleeping though.
That bomb is ticking. Tessus has a defuse kit. Double peek seems to be on the way. There's one gone, another one spotted. Blameth sees both players now. One by the window. Tessus running out of opportunity. 19 HP, and he's put out of his misery. 6 rounds for Complexity on the T side of Mirage. The first half of this series. The second half comes after the break. See what he has in mind. I see Shush making a solo play towards A. He's in the palace. And Storm is dead. Sometimes you win the duel, sometimes you lose the duel.
Poison starts to wake up here. This is actually going to be a pretty big deal for Complexity. They really do rely on him. I mean, every team relies on their AWPer to some extent, but I mean, if Poison can start hitting shots, that's going to be fantastic for Complexity on the CT side. Refresh catching Config out in the B apartments, but the bomb is dropped at top mid. Yeah,
no one's seen the bomb just yet for Complexity. Heroic may try to use this time to find themselves some kills, but that's looking harder and harder. Refresh now going to collect the BOMB. Complexity are positioned so no one's exposed to connector, so if he was coming from mid, then Blameth could just pick every so often. All by design. JKS with the best angle. Blameth and Rush will get a cheap helmet in the next round, which will certainly help them. Smoke in the window, just sub 1 minute mark. Flashbangs, or grenades rather, towards the CT position. Thought it was a flash for an AWP, but it's a smoke on the bench and a big headshot from Refresh as he makes his way towards B, but he's moving into a crossfire. Dealt with by Shush, takes down the crossfiring player, JKS as well. 2 versus 4. Rush with a UMP, can't really do much in this scenario. Config trying to make it winnable, eating a flashbang, falling back a little bit. There's another flashbang and off he goes. He won't be given an opportunity, not for free. Chased now by Tessus. Rushstein scurrying away towards the B bomb site. Heroic showing strength on their T side. We haven't really seen the full buy from Complexity at this moment. Seen a FAMAS here and there, the UMP in the hands of Rush, but maybe not for long. Ooh, fancy. All right then, I think Heroic have lost enough money in this round. May have to concede the AK-47 to Rush. But they've got a 3-round lead, 11 to the 8 of Complexity. 1 AK lost, 1 AK collected, however.
What is Tessus?
Down goes Poison. JKS going through Palace. Config moves with AK number 2. And that is a man who is ready if he's given an opportunity with an AK. Now we've got a 3 versus 3 position. JKS last spotted near Palace, making his way towards the ramp, and Heroic are indeed moving very slowly, not wanting to make a mistake, but again, that's giving Complexity time to be proactive. JKS has cleared Palace, he's on the ramp. We have Blameth moving through the apartments. Both the AKs are towards the A-bomb site. So Blameth being the information man, JKS with a surprise angle, and then here is Config as well. Storm has a lot to do here. 41 HP to do it, switching out for a fresh AK-47. Surely they've seen the bomb here.
Yeah, he's going to get that AK. And that's going to seriously hurt them because now, I mean, Complexity, that was an eco round that they managed to win, so they are fully bought up. They have everything they could hope to have here in this round. Nicely done from Blameth. He's still got a prime example.
Yeah, Complexity warming up quickly. They've got to get these AKs away from them. They're so ready with these AKs, as we can see. Config 19 for 16.
If they're going to have a chance, I think Heroic are pretty heavily favored on Nuke, the second map, Heroic's map pick. So are we going to see Inferno or not? Maybe Complexity heard me at the beginning of this match when I said that I don't think that they will. And they're like, Semler, we're going to prove you wrong. Or not even only, but you know, it's just like the advertisers.
If they give them the tools to say no to all these kind of categories, then they're kind of compelled to use that as they have on YouTube. So they don't get called out, and then it's... used to see that in a pistol round sometimes. Many years ago. Rush can't get a multi-frag. We've got an opening towards B. Config getting deleted is a huge kill. Tessus picking up the slack. Now, what did Complexity do? They've got money in the bag for the most part. Not quite with position, however. Heroic have the bomb secure. It is on the way to the B bomb site. Now, what is Poison's play here? He's got to be careful with this AWP. One more kill, and this round is a save. Well, there's something for Poison. Makes it a 3-on-3. And we are on. That's high ground advantage for Blameth as he heads towards the B bomb site. All 3 Complexity players with kits. I wouldn't test Poison too much. JKS now. Where are the kills for Heroic? It's all Complexity on this retake. Cadian in a 1 versus 3. There's time on the clock as well. JKS will respond to that kill from Cadian. Storm makes his way in towards Connector. Nobody here. JKS wandering on A, but now they've got some information towards the B bomb site. Config picked off again on the short. That really makes Rush's job hard. Look at the space created by Refresh to allow the trade frag. Great work from him. We've got a 3-on-3 situation for Complexity. They'll be feeling confident after the 3v4 retake they just pulled off. Creeping through into the market position once again. Very similar scenario. Blameth once again in the high ground. Tessus waiting for him. Poison looking to be gifted something. Nothing doing just yet. JKS creeping now. Tessus sees the flashbang. Blameth is going to get the best of Tessus on the high ground and starting to creep now. Trade frag is here. Blameth is locating, repositioning the bombs pretty far ticked. Just needs to stay alive. Needs to dance a little bit. Blameth will be dying one way or another. He's at the point of no return, and so is Cadian apparently. Won't be the easiest play. Oh, hold on a second. This is going to be a meeting of the minds. There's a quick scope. JKS delivers as well. That really neuters the push from Heroic. Again, Complexity have much better money. Config, alive for a second, but the grenades can't help him. There's an opening frag for Heroic. Tessus, big jewel from him. That's the B bomb site open.
Oh,
now, where does the bomb go? Does the bomb stay and wait for CT rotation?
So Complexity, that doesn't fully, it does leave them in a bit of a tight spot in terms of money.
Then Heroic will need to have the right response to avoid a calamity as they had previously. Ooh.
Yeah, you can see a little mouth shake. Like, wait a second.
Tessus' sprays have been dodgy. He's lost some jewels on a few occasions. He's still 18 for 15, but he might not be as sharp as he can be. Again, he did have a big impact frag on short in the previous round. Blameth now with a P250 will be spotted by Stown, dropping off the side. Nice work from him. And the push can begin. JKS has decisions to make as to what he does with this AK. He is racing towards A at present. Config in a deagle. So many shots from him, so many highlights, looking for a second one. Why is he fighting alone here? There's another player in Palace. Don't get it. And there goes the AK-47. Didn't last long on the A-bomb site. KDN dealt with him.
He's usually got the quick, crisp, clean aim. JKS more aggression into Palace. This time they're ready for Blameth with the trade, though, taking Tessus out of the fight.
Wow, he really went deep into Palace there. And Heroic was just standing around waiting. So that was unfortunate timing for him. But Poison with the Org will cut this round to pieces. All of a sudden, Storm is alone.
Now this is a disaster. Not really sure here.
Oh boy. This is very strange indeed. Storm swinging all over the place. Yeah, awkward spot for him. Out they come. Poison holding the cross. There are flashes, mollies, smokes. They can deal with these choke points. Very deep volley as Poison moves forward beyond it. Battle sniper mode. Down goes Dawn. The bomb to be planted for CT now. There's also utility for Shush. He can smoke connector from the CT area. Look at that push through the smoke there. Ready and fighting. 1v1 now. Rush is low. There is a molly, but Shush doesn't want to get caught holding that.
He can't readily use it either. That smoke on it is going to really throw things out of whack. Rush can now push forward. Molly is no longer an option for Shush. This is hectic. Oh, he runs into the spray!
Yeah, it's the only play. Even when they are ill-equipped, not shy to do it, they will force their way back into rounds. But a numbers game looking to be abused here by Heroic. Poison stuck with just a scout now. And down he goes. We have one kill for Complexity, and don't want to get caught with grenades here. Shush is in trouble, and it starts to collapse again for Heroic. 4 versus 3, no chance to plant the bomb. Some hesitation maybe causing them trouble. Config's been popped. Blameth around the smoking connector. Keeps a man advantage for Heroic. And again, it's tied up, but Storm's only got 13 HP. There's a HE for JKS. Storm now on top of the box and deleted. They know refreshes roughly in default, avoids the grenade for free. He doesn't know where both players are. Looking over the smoke now. Plenty of smokes to dissipate. Does he see anything on the radar? Maybe he did. Not sure if it was both players. Oh, that's a great headshot into Flavor! But he doesn't have it for JKS, and once more, on the brink of defeat, Complexity win another unlikely round on their CT side. Heroic very quickly downstairs. See if Blameth gets caught off. No, it'll be Cadian. And they can't get into position in time to respond to this. Blameth falling back behind the box. He loves this box, and he'll get even more from this. Blameth all over this round now. Free fire on the ramp, and just like that, we're headed to overtime. A number of opportunities missed by Heroic in that half allow Complexity back into the game.
Danish CS is a hell of a drug, man. The peak is certainly a death sentence.
So what is the Palace player going to do here? Shush. Suggested split. There is Refresh with the bomb, but he can't press on alone. He's so far away from his teammates. They're looking to split the A bomb site in the meantime, so he's got to make the rotation. He's got Cadian in mid to help him. Config and CT now. Config and Blameth have a decision to make. Blameth just waiting things, just holding some map control. 17 seconds, the time becomes an issue for Heroic. And you have to wonder about the pace. What does Blameth try to do here? What is the effort he makes? He can see, oh, just an edge of a T side. Creeping forward now, past the angle. Instantly traded by TessS. The first round goes the way of Heroic.
Big deal here, James. Again, as I mentioned.
No one from the bottom just yet. JKS in a very awkward spot. Not much place for him to hide now. We see rushed by Triple. Will he be traded by Heroic? Indeed, he will be. Poison and Blameth. Blameth looking for the multi-frag. He's got 2. That's the bomb as well. Falling back for a second. Do you take that duel? In the meantime, that allows Poison the space to make it only Shush. Complexity loves themselves some info, and they've put themselves in an unbelievable position. Shush 1 versus 2. 24 seconds on the clock. Looking for a kill. Blameth still on the ramp. Poison by the stairs. There he is. Off to the B bomb site goes Shush. Has he got time to do this? I'm not sure. Blameth's wondering now. Blameth for the sound cues on the way, moving round. Triple, and he wins the duel as well. Complexity have been so proactive on their CT side. A sigh of relief from BlameF, but they put themselves in a position to win. I'm not sure if that was the bomb carrier or if it was Rush. Either way, Storm's in trouble. Needs some help from Tesses. Rush dropped, and there's a trade from Config on short. The split is on, and I don't know how much Tesses can do about this. Moving on to the site. 25 seconds, he knows it has to be B. Multi-frag from Tesses now. Staying alive will be a huge problem. He's still alone on B, and there will be a chance to plant the bomb.
A chance to win the round for Complexity. 2v3, but that bomb is planted. They're all coming from the same location. Heroic, that may be an advantage unless they start lining up. Nice shot from Poison, though.
Ooh, that's not the right jump. Just sailing through the air, allowing Cadian to eliminate him. Cadian will get the information for his teammate to clean up. Sacrificed himself. The timing was right for Shush, a free kill for him. And Config starts to head up towards the bench. He may just find himself a refresh. Indeed, he does. How can they respond to this? Grenades thrown at the same time. No trade frag opportunity. Got one by default, and down goes Config finally. Shush now needs some help from his teammates. Swinging wide to get a headshot onto Rush. Into the smoke he goes. Shadow spotted by Poison. Awkward angles, but BlameF is here to help. 3 versus 2. 2 AWPs for the retakers. Tesses, the rifler, has dropped. Cadian on his way from jungle. Storm in CT. Poison with a very strong angle. So far away from the point of contention. But that molly will force him into the reticle of Cadian, leaving BlameF in a 1 versus 2. That's a big headshot onto Cadian. And Storm now has got to force his way forward. BlameF dancing, and it gets another one. It's game point for Complexity. Such a tight game of Counter-Strike.
Looking for the split onto A. Yeah, nicely done. Config gonna catch Cadian, reaching for information.
Yeah, can't do that for free. Well, 1 AWP lost, 1 AWP collected by Storm. JKS deleted on the ramp. A long laboured spray will not yield what he was looking for. Got Refresh on the balcony towards the B bomb site. In Refresh they trust. He's alone. We can see Tesses and Shush being active. Config still in connector. Oh, the timing will work perfectly for Storm. Tesses will move closer towards B. Refresh puts a smoke up. He's inside it. Rush makes his way onto the site, into the hands of Tesses, and we are not done just yet. Despite the best efforts of BlameF and Complexity, the score is tied again. 18 apiece. The teams will remain on the same sides until halftime.
More of the same. Early fight here. Oh, what a swing. Never mind. That is crazy.
Indeed. A false sense of security for Complexity, but they still have a chance. Poison, though, is stuck with the bomb behind the boxes, deploying grenades and refreshes. Close to have no idea here. Is he ready for it? He is, but he's exposed himself enough for Tesses to trade.
Man advantage now for Complexity, moving on to that A site. And they are going to go for the waterfall strat. Out of Palace, straight onto bomb site. And let's see. It's going to get real interesting.
Oh,
my days. Line up.
That is not the kind of waterfall they were looking for. It's a waterfall into a bin bag, apparently. Config's got 2 of his own. Switch out, looking for the next assailant, falling back to the Palace. He has some cover, he has safety. He's isolated some fights. Cadian with a HE grenade. We'll see who does what. The clock is ticking. Goes towards the fireboxes, but nobody is home. BlameF watching the cross. Oh, that's a great little tap from Tesses, and BlameF will show his position. 1v1 now. The bomb is planted for Tesses. The HE won't be enough, and may not even go flying across the bomb site. 3 game points for Heroic. Things were getting real awkward for them, but they've turned it around. However, that was quite the pop flash. Oh my god, Tesses is absolutely ready to close this one down. 4 versus 3, and Tesses will continue. He wants all the kills. And he may just get them. 2 versus 4. Complexity have to go for this. They're out of position, but Heroic are almost out of grenades, and that might help them. They could double peek this door, however. We see a breach of the default. That's not the angle he was looking for. Config, JKS now. 1 versus 4. This is the pick of Complexity, and it looks like it might be slipping away.
1 shot at a time. Double overtime again here. And this has got to be it. JKS, it's such a tall task. 1v4 retake scenario onto the site, and he is gone. Too many angles.
No kills just yet, but he's seen more than one opponent. Nuke for Heroic. A stronghold of a map. Lots of players spotted outside, but the opening kill will go the way of Heroic, and then some afterwards as well. Haven't dropped a player just yet, heading towards Hell now. Plenty of sound cues for Complexity, and Config wonders what he might have to do to turn things around here, as he is, I was going to say the last one standing, but he dies.
So that's fine. You lost the MAC-10. You still have the AKs alive. Going to work. Good info gain.
Yeah.
Still another one on the upper side, though. Let's see. Chance here for JKS to get cheeky.
It's only 10 seconds on the clock. He gets 2 kills out of it. That is unbelievable. Blameth in the clutch now. I wouldn't put it past him. Nobody spotted at the rafters just yet. Sees a rifle to his right-hand side. There's the spider hut. Just as he pulls out the rifle, the timing is perfect for Heroic. And they keep the clean sheets. Oh my God. That is just rude at that point. Storm forces the issue, had a timing with the grenade flying past, collided, but still his bullets will collide with the head of Config, and we have rotation downstairs. That can be heard by Heroic. Poison creeping, and Cadian's ready for him. Into the A site they go. JKS, man like JKS, 3K sprayed and on the A bomb site, leaving Storm alone with 1 HP. A turnaround again. 10:30, I think, last night.
Ooh, guess what? Oh, JKS thinks better of peeking. Wants to hold on to that AK. Realizes that the AWP has been picked up.
And there will be more problems for Complexity. We see a lobby push in the meantime, but being checked for by Storm. The bomb's got to get its skates on now and head towards the B bomb site. But Poison is here. With an off angle, got himself a 1v1. Looking for a second one, Poison. Refresh is kind of trapped now, above and below, surrounded by CTs. And he's not quite with his teammates. Cadian may be looking for a plan B. Does he look away, Refresh? Or Poison might have an angle.
They may wrap around to the upper side here. I mean, Cadian is about to open this up. Rush is still holding. Question of whether or not Cadian can find him. Yeah, those boxes make it tricky.
Oh, so fast, Rush. Fast and ready. Tesses collects the bomb. Cadian just about there. Rush deleted as well. Now, surely, okay, thought maybe he'll drop the bomb and stay on the high ground. But Cadian has an angle. They're not sure where Poison's coming from. It does appear to be the ramp. Into the lobby he goes, and Cadian is posted up, and he's ready for it. One more bullet would have been enough, but...
He has magically reappeared. There we go. But if they can just not lose anybody here, this would be utterly fantastic for Complexity. Yeah. They can actually afford full nades, and they can really start to get their defense on track.
Oh, again, the same position where they lost 3 players, and they will lose at least 2 of them once more. And of course, JKS is here, tagged through the wall, but Cadian has got a lot more to do. 20 seconds to go, but indeed it will be a second round for Complexity, yeah. And Heroic, their money's not great right now.
Complexity, I mean, as far as Complexity are concerned, though...
Not peeking anyway, there is somebody there, actually.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous situation. When you see that smoke go up, you have to realize that something nasty is coming your way. And Refresh getting caught just does not help things for Heroic. And now Complexity, I mean, that is just perfect positioning from Config. Absolutely murders Heroic as they go through that smoke. Cadian now once again, just the man alone. There's several options for if you have that AWP on the T side for opening picks. And so Complexity playing very passively, really building that bank now. This is fantastic as far as Complexity are concerned. This is, you know, they've just been held underwater for so long. They're finally getting to breathe some air here.
Very quickly into main, and Cadian looks to do more. I'm not sure if he detects 2 players in Hell. This is a fast-moving round. Config deleted, Molotov's in heaven, Poison forced forward, and there are angles to be held. How does he escape that with a kill?
That's crazy, what a shot. Bomb's gonna get picked up though, and they are now in control of the situation here, Heroic. Surprise, surprise. Easy shot. Shush actually has it. Oh!
This one's gonna escalate quickly once that flashbang comes through. Suddenly we've got 2 players in heaven. They may not detect both of them. Now they know, but where can they stand? Look at all the grenades, got all the junk being thrown in. 13 seconds and more frags are required. The bomb's been dropped into the site, 9 seconds on the clock. JK is down to the pistol, trying to just keep that crossfire, and Storm is alone. Falling back with the AWP. And the 2 ops, well, they got great position, but just didn't get the jewels going their way, Heroic.
And, well, that's how it can look. You know, if you hit all of your shots, it can be that easy. So smoke's going out already. Refresh on point. There's the flash, full blind. Nice 1-for-1.
But the main push is on the outside. Heroic creeping now as Complexity look to defend the A bomb site. Now that they see that no one else is there, What do they read from this situation? Do they rotate off? BlameF seems to have a strong angle. Good for one at the very least. But here comes the trade and more information. Rush now will spot the bomb. Cadian looking to do something about it. Barrel of the gun surely seen by Shush. Collects the bomb, but he's 1 versus 3. 2 AWP still persist. Config has a nice angle for the entrance into lobby. That'll certainly help, and the score will be tied.
It's an interesting situation, but still they're managing to get the job done. The majority of them won their
boy.
own timeouts. Nice HE. Config at risk of getting overwhelmed. No duck hunt.
Oh boy, this is very interesting indeed. 2 AWPs collected. JKS has got a 1v1 of Tesset. If he could get a better of it, but Cadian's got a right position, right place, right time. BlameF and Rush have an opportunity. There's no Kevlar, save for Storm. Rush now walking through. Could have been 2. BlameF on the ramp. 1 versus 3.
In the chaos, I feel like they just need to really just try and keep the pace turned up to 11 against Complexity right now, because when they slow it down, Tessus is going to get the catch on BlameF as well, who's trying to get over here to save his mate. And Stavin right now, it's just a matter of time until he gets the angle. Yes, sir. Poison. No surviving that. Out of the picture.
Yeah, this is looking juicier and juicier for Heroic. 5 versus 3. Complexity compelled to try and find an advantage, find an edge in this round. But one by one, they fall. JKS with the UMP. Config with the M4A4. Cadian peeks every so often, just chilling there with the bomb. Just waited for Complexity one by one. They've been served exactly what they were looking for. Config now up the vent he goes, and down got a chances for that final round. 9-6 at half time for Heroic. Oh, towards the ramp! Oh, no! Doesn't really do a hell of a lot. Will eliminate Rush, though, and that's quite something. 5 versus 4 given for that. Config chasing through hell. Will it be a play towards heaven? Shush in a very awkward spot. 2 coming his way. Config now having a look to see the climate outside, and it is sunny. I can report. 4 versus 4. Complexity moving to the high ground of A. Starting to swing now. The bomb's been dropped. That is them committed to CZ, doing great work in the hands of Cadian. That leaves BlameF of 6 HP, running out of bullets, running out of time.
Making his way through the tunnels below. Should be able to actually get a pretty decent timing here. Rush watching for just this.
Again, Complexity happy to try and play on the potential curiosity of the CT side, but Heroic will wait. Poison will painful exit in round number 18. Storm appears at the right time, playing off that distraction, and suddenly there were 2. Config and JKS. Clean HE through the door at the feet of Config, sends him into the ceiling. Oh, there's another one for JKS as well. And again, if a grenade hits you and then explodes and you have no Kevlar, it can do 101 damage in 2 hits.
Dude, the timing.
I think you saw a shoe there. There we go. That's why you don't wear Crocs. More T's in the lobby.
Whoa.
I love the outrageousness of that. He's got Tessus as well, but he just starts to poke and prod, and he's actually going to land a kill eventually. 3-on-3, and there's an aggressive incendiary to stop a push into A. But they may want this. So 2 of the players there. Looks away, Shush, and still delivers the kill. I can't believe it. 3 versus 2. Rush downstairs with the bomb now.
The second one, though, that is a massive, unbelievable. Rush actually gets that kill on Refresh. Not often that Refresh drops the ball.
Oh, it's a defuse. He's got a kill as well. Oh my god, 0.07. Storm can do nothing about it. Or can he? 2 smokes up. And a perfect lineup for him. He's got a kit as well. Very back and forth affair on the B bomb site. Good start from Heroic. Love the aggression. 13-6. Will they respond towards the ramp? Tessus alone here. Reload is heard, and they'll push off of that. He's got to get out of here immediately. I think that molly might be a little too high, but he isolates the fight and delivers. Falls back, and he's got help now. Breaking the glass of control. Won't expect Cadian. Oh my god, he's gone from outside to the B bomb site. Giving his team a man advantage, and the Storm will make it even worse. Config now, 1 versus 3. He has time, that's about it. The glass being broken gives him an option. I'm not sure if Storm's aware of this, but he's starting to go up the stairs. There are two of them. He's just spotted one of them there. Config, things are escalating quickly. There's no idea where Shush is. Maybe a communication error there from Heroic. Didn't consider control. All the usual places. Sound cues are heard now. Smoke on the bomb. Config getting into position. Doors being opened. Kit has been collected. Got to get on it though. Config giving himself some verticality, some flashbangs as well. Actually eats it. Oh, just getting there as well. Not standing in the smoke. Config all over the place. They are everywhere, Heroic. It just continues. There's the opening kill. It's 2 versus 4 now. So much work for Complexity to do. Seems they have the A bomb site. We can see the 3-man on road. The Deagle player will lead the charge. The riflers can look to trade. JKS has so many angles to hold. Lobby, main, the vent as well. Not sure if that reload was heard, but he is somewhat surrounded. It's getting awkward for him now. There's the trade frag, and up the ladder goes TeSS. Config 1 versus 3, deleted by TeSS. 14-7. Heroic with double the score now of Complexity.
But he decides to peel off.
All right, then a wall of smoke outside, but an executes inside, and Shush is ready for the opening kill. And the second one, that's the bomb. The third one deleted as well. Shush looking for the ace. Cadian steals the fourth one, however. But again, Complexity just not being given anything on this T side. Heroic starving them of opportunity. Did not really react to that wall of smoke on the outside. Simple enough fake, but seems that Heroic could smell the forgery. Playing that 6-16, just walking to his doom, and again, Heroic find themselves with multiple match points. How far does it go, Cadian?
All the way. Let's go, Cadian. Dude, a flank, aggro flank combat op. He should get a shot.
Well, let's see if he can get there in time, if he's even required. Just able to try and escape for a second, but it's a nice shot from Poison. Cadian now in quick scope territory, spots Blameth. That's the bomb. That leaves Poison alone now. They know he was towards the heart. The Molotov to make things even worse. That buys time for TeSS to rotate wherever he wants to. Poison in a very bad situation, crossing to T-Vent. Has no idea if he's safe or not. Seems like he's not. 16-8 for Heroic.